Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of things you missed type of analysis video. We're going to be going over 7 things you may have missed from the Walking Dead Season 6 trailer. Okay, so this is going to be the last type of analysis video I do for the trailer. We're actually looking at specifics of it. We'll do some discussion topics in the future for my subscribers, but mainly this video is for people that don't know too much about the trailer or may have missed some kind of common things. We'll just be quickly going over them, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on each. So first we have the clip from the trailer where we have this character that's running and ends up actually shooting down what appears to be 2 people that are looting the place. I would assume 2 wolves. Up until this point, we kind of talked about this in the breakdown video a little bit. It's been some topic of discussion, but I think based on the clothing and the proportions of the head to the shoulders, as women have, their shoulder width is generally, obviously smaller than men in accordance to their skull or their head, which is a telltale sign that you're looking at a woman or a man, female or male, based on the proportion. So based on the proportion, I would say that this is pretty clear to me that this has to be Carol. And this is one thing. This is a lot like in season 5 too, where we had the part where Carol is covered in zombie guts. They briefly showed it in the trailer, and just a lot of people didn't notice it. So I definitely wanted to include this one as our first because Killer Carol is at it again. They throw it in there, but most people don't catch it that she's on the loose. It looks like to me at least two kills right here, right off the bat from the trailer from her. So obviously love that, love the fact that she's playing possum, and then when it comes down to it, she puts on, or she takes off her mask, so to speak, and we get to see the true Carol as she ends up having to protect the people of Alexandria from this outside threat, as she did previously with Terminus and all the other things that she's done throughout the series. She's lost a great deal, so it definitely makes sense to me that she would be somebody who could flip a switch and protect those that she cares about, knowing what it's like to lose and definitely not wanting to lose again, would not hesitate. So very cool. Definitely wanted to include that first because I think it's the biggest one people may not have noticed. Carol is at it again. She's at it again. Next is, upon first viewing of the trailer, I almost said to myself, and I believe I said this in my review and my reaction, is that the wolves, you don't really see the wolves in the trailer, or at least it doesn't seem, because the scenes that they're in are so quick that you would definitely miss it unless you're, going over it a few times and going really slowly. This is one right here. We have Morgan, who is absolutely smoking this guy with his bow, and at first you might think, oh, this guy's, it's probably a zombie. He's hitting a zombie, that kind of thing. But when you look at it more closely, to me, it doesn't look like a zombie. I mean, it could be either or, but I would say that it probably isn't. So the second thing that you may have missed is that the wolves are actually in the trailer quite a bit. There's at least 3 of them. And Morgan may be talking to some others, such as Derek, their leader, at the gate when it appears that he is actually speaking to Rick. So the second one is that the wolves are actually in the trailer, but you have to kind of sift through to find them because it's so quick. And the third one to me is that the sort of Rick versus Morgan, what seems to be a face-off, or that we're going to be seeing kind of, Morgan trying to stop Rick in that, upon more viewing of the trailer. I would say to me, I'm 100% convinced at this time that is fabricated. So the Rick versus Morgan thing is fabricated, and it doesn't look like we're actually going to be seeing any kind of Morgan trying to stop Rick. It looks like it was a voiceover. If you watch it again, you see at no point do you see Morgan's lips moving, and it actually seeming like he's addressing Rick. Even at the gate, it looks like Morgan's talking to somebody else. It does not look like he's talked to Rick. Number 4, which we have not talked about yet, which we have not touched on in the breakdown of the review, is that Aaron, throughout the trailer at a few different parts, but especially here and also when Michonne kind of looks at him in the trailer as well, he looks to be very distraught, in pretty much each scene you see him in. He definitely doesn't look happy. To me, he looks like here he's either been crying or he's been, very depressed, or things are really not going well for him. So I've heard a few people in the comments say, Trev, do you think Eric is going to be killed off, who is, of course, Erin's boyfriend. You know, and obviously cares for and loves him a lot, you know, because he's a very nice guy, and you know that, and I mean, we all care for our loved ones. But he does seem like he is not in a good state of mind. He's very sad. He's really not holding together well all around due to what's happening around him. So could we possibly see the death of Eric this season? Seems likely based on you know, what seems to be Eric or Erin's you know, response here, or just kind of his overall you know, presence, the way he looks in the trailer. So something to look for. Not for sure, you know, not confirmed that Eric's going to be killed off, definitely, but something seems to be troubling Erin. Number 5 is, as you can see, the RV here. I guess a new RV, you know, RV, and you've got the orange balloons. Them and they're freaking. What is up with the balloons? I don't know. Someone explain the balloons to me. Write in the comments below if you have the answer. What is with the balloons? But we see the RV, which of course I would assume is being driven by one of our survivors. And shortly afterwards, we see you know, a street where you have a herd coming down, and it looks like Rick and the group are using the RV, and they are building some kind of barricade. They're building some kind of barrier to try, I would say, and steer the walkers in another direction. I do not believe this is at Alexandria. I believe this is you know, remote near where you see Rick standing, and you've got the herd that's coming down. In some of the promo pictures, we've seen Rick in front of the street signs there, and the herd coming down that street. It looks like they are building a blockade, and Rick is shooting his gun up near it to try and sort of steer the zombies in one direction or another. I do not believe that is actually at Alexandria. Number 6, which we have covered a couple times, so I'll make it very brief, is that when you see Ron running in this scene here, somebody comes across and tackles him, is clearly Rick. And why does he do it? It seems to be because at the front here you actually have a cliff, and it looks like Ron, running from the zombies, is inadvertently almost ready to run right off the damn cliff. So Rick is actually saving him, saving his life here. And finally, the last one is that we do see Enid in some kind of trouble, and it seems to be that she is, you know, returning to Alexandria here, and doesn't look too good. Most people believe this is a time skip that we have seen her in, and that we're seeing kind of a flashback of how she found the place originally. I like that. I think it fits better. I think it fits very well than any other theory, because she does not look like she's just been away for a day or two. She looks like she's been away for a long time when she's coming back here. So it looks like we'll see some kind of Enid flashback scene. Could we be seeing them focus more on her for some potential Ron versus Carl storyline? I think that's interesting. Maybe something we can talk about in an upcoming Q&A. So there you go, guys. There's the 7 things that you know, you guys may have missed from the trailer. Some of you may already know them all. Some of you may not. So hopefully that's helpful for some of you. And write some more down in the comments below, because there are other things as well too, like certain characters you'll see in a scene later on being eaten by zombies, or, you know, seemingly injured. Yeah, let me know some others that you guys have. There's you know, any conclusions you can draw. There's quite a bit of little clips in the trailer that I'm sure you can derive some things from. So go ahead, write your comments below. If you like the video, you know what to do. Please thumb it up. Always helps me out. You know, if you want to share, if you want to favorite, that always helps as well too. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see more of my you know, breakdowns or analysis type videos, discussion topics, all this kind of good stuff for The Walking Dead and other shows, go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. As always, it's Travel. By the way, Sunday I've got a throwback review coming up for Clear. That's going to be posted 4 p.m. EST, Eastern Time. So heads up for that. It's pretty in-depth. I've already done it. It's set for Sunday. I'll see you guys then. As always, it's Trev, saying peace. Don't be a deadhead. Subscribe.